It doesn't always have to be white. Sometimes any other color works out perfectly. So in today's video, I will be showing you the behind the scenes of the elegant wedding gown. So here I always jot my patterns before I transfer the information on my laces or whatever project I'm working on. That is what I mostly do. I jot my patterns and then I transfer it on the lasers or whatever fabric I'm working around. It really does help me to save a lot of fabrics for other embellishments, and it just saves a lot of materials and styles. And I think it would be the best. That's the best form I actually use. That's the best proceedings I go about. I cut it on my brown paper and then I transfer it onto the fabric. And here you see me cutting lining for the laces I've already cut, and this is what you see me doing. If this is your first time seeing this, you might see my channel, thank you very much. Kindly do watch till the end to see how the whole thing went in. But if you are an old subscriber, hey, I really do appreciate you. Thank you very much for subscribing to this channel. So here, this was the patterns. These are actually the panels that I will be using. I plan on using 12 panels, but I actually ended up using 11 at the end of the day. So this is one of the panels I use for the down section. If you could remember how the picture looked like. Yep. But as you can see on your screen now, this is how the whole thing is going to be at the end of the day. And please, if you haven't subscribed, kindly do so, and don't forget to watch the advert. It really does help the channel so that we can get to do a lot of amazing behind the scenes tutorials that would actually help the channel, especially in the monetization sections. But hey, admissions are still open. If you want to learn from us, those are open. Kindly do send me a message on WhatsApp. I will be leaving my link in the description. You can also contact me on other social media platforms as well. But for now, don't forget to send me a message so that I can keep your number in my contact list. We do sew wedding gowns, kente gowns, any other thing you want us to sew, like your normal church dresses. We are here for you. One of the cool things about us is we deliver on time. And we give you nothing but the best, elegant, timeless pieces that you can ever wear. So don't forget us. Don't forget to keep us in your contact list so that when the DD arrives or when you want anything to wear, you just contact us. For you yourself, your kids, and Mister. We are also into menswear as well. So whatever, we got you covered. Don't forget to keep us in your contact list. You can also follow me on other social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you can find me. Don't forget to follow me. So here it was me working on the panels, making sure that they were aligned and it was giving that energy. But as you can see me doing here, if you haven't subscribed, please kindly do subscribe. And let's just enjoy this video as you enjoy the behind the scenes of this elegant wedding gown. So here in the section, I was joining my panels of me together. I used 11 panels for this. So here I was trying to make sure that it looked right on the mannequin and I was getting the effect I needed. I was still contemplating whether I should use the last panel or just the 11 panels are fine. Initially I wanted to use 12 panels, but after adding them together I just noticed that the 11 was gonna be okay. So I was just still contemplating if that is what I had to do, just maintain the 11 or just add the other one, but I still ended up using just 11. But this was the vibe that it was given. You know, this same idea can be used for like a normal dress with this just at a down and not being like mermaid, just a dress. You have your bodice and then this will be the down section of it, right? If you're getting the vibes I'm getting, yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like this can be like a whole dress, like or just a skirt. You know, the same idea can be presented and it can just be a skirt or it can just be like a whole, you know, just a skirt or a whole dress, right? But here I wanted to know how it would look when it was at the knee and then it was falling down. Like yeah, when it touched the ground. These are the vibes I'm getting. I just maintained the 11. After I had these effects, I just used 11 instead of the 12 that I initially wanted to use for the panels. So this is what you see here. This is given. This is so given. Yeah. And yep, I do have online classes as well. My online consultations or classes are now is done through video calls. Okay, so they are one-on-one video calls that we have interactions, and then that is how I do it. My online website and stuff have not been, you know, created yet, or we don't have that provision yet. So all these things are actually done through video calls. And yes, if you can just hit me up, let's get you a date, a time, and then we will start from there. So here I was joining my panels. Remember the patterns I was cutting earlier? The time is up for me to join them. And imagine sewing a luxury beaded lace like this with these big sequins. This project wasn't easy. It wasn't, it was quite tedious. I can use the word tedious just like that, but it was quite. And I'm super grateful that I had to work with a fabric like this. Can't complain much, just have to accept that. Yay! So here I was, you know, it was a corset. So my boning had to be present. And you can see me doing all like cutting these things out. Like, it was handful. It wasn't easier to tell. Yeah, that is our label in it. That is it, you know. Still working on the panels. Trying to get this right, you know, to make sure that I could get it. So here I had to correct things there. I think it was, there had some corrections that had to be done with the panel. So I actually corrected that so that it could get the measurement as the same thing as a dress. So I had to make sure that I worked on that. And here is me installing a zipper. And yep, that is what you see me doing. But hey, don't forget to contact me on my other social media platforms. Kindly do check my Instagram out. Most of the pictures are uploaded on my Instagram. And I have a lot of amazing like tutorials, like behind the scenes. Not really detailed ones like these. And sometimes I come on live on my TikTok. So if this is your first time, or you have no idea. So here in this section, she actually came in. This bride was a very shy bride, so I just didn't want to, you know, show her face. She didn't want to show her face, and I respected that. So I just captured how the dress was actually flowing on her. Can you get the details, like the panels? This is really given. Like this is given. Like the details at the end of it. Like, can you see how the mermaid, like the details is given? So after she was done with that, my girls, I had to, you know, attach some appliques. Remember the patterns that I said I was saving lasers for other embellishments? These are some of the things I do with the extra or the leftover lasers, just fill some things up, and then if I don't have to fill them out, I just use them as applique for the fabrics to give it like that luxurious effect. And that is what you see me doing here, applying it on and pinning them so that everything can be hand stitched and worked on. This is how it was looking like after it had been pinned together. This is how the appliques, like, can you see how it's flowing to the top? Yeah. So during the section, we had to make sure that our appliques are always, they are not glued down. They are always hand sewn so that, you don't know when. It just makes it last extra longer. Just because you're wearing it for just that one day doesn't mean that it has to, have issues after that day. So I try my best to make sure that almost everything are hand sewn here. So this was the veil, right? This was me working on the veil, and I'm gluing the veil. As you can see me doing here, I had actually hand stitched the vintage point, and I had to glue the veil together, as you can see me doing here. So reminding you, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. You can also contact me. My WhatsApp link will be in the description, so don't forget to send me a hi on WhatsApp. Yep, so here in this section, I was applying the veil on it. I already have a veil tutorials on this channel, so I would also be leaving the link in the description so that you can check that out as well. Yes, so here I was applying it on so that it would be as elegant and as beautiful. I had to actually match with the dress, as you can see here. So that is what I was working on here in this section. Yes, this is how it is looking like, right? This is how the veil was looking like. Oh my god, this looks so beautiful. I really love this color. I think this is gonna be one of my colors that I really love. I didn't know how beautiful this color really was until I worked on a project that had the shade in it. Like, this is very elegant. And it's quite bright, but you can get the vibes there. Yes, this is me working out on the veil, getting my steamer, my garment steamer, so that I could just plug it and then wrap up on it. She had to actually come for the dress, I think the next day or so. So I had to, iron things out and then just set things so that when she comes, she just takes it along with her with no issues, or like her going to wash it or iron it. I did everything. I always do everything at the shop or the studio so that when you come, after everything has been done, and then you just take it up on the D-Day, you just put it on. So here was me basically steaming or ironing the veil. As you can see here, I was just ironing the veil here in this section. It is almost done, yay! So this is how the whole project was looking like at the end of the day. This was how the whole thing was looking like at the end of the day. And this looks very, 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 very elegant and beautiful. Yes, this was how the whole thing was looking at the end of the day. Can you see the panels beneath it? And the neckline, like the sweetheart, the embellishment there. Yeah, take a closer look at it. This is how the whole thing was coming into being. Like, this time was for her to actually just pass by and then pick up the dress. Thank you very, 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 very much for trusting me on this elegant piece and this timeless look. And you made it very beautiful, elegant. Amelia. Congratulations, dear one. Thank you very, very much for contacting us on this elegant piece. God bless your new home and have an extremely beautiful marriage life. Can you see how she's posing in this?